Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some Gundam 00. So what happened last time on Gundam 00, Theta?
Let's see. We had a nation that was part of the Union, decided it didn't like its position, either in authority or actual being part of the Union, decided to rise up. Then the celestial being came down, decided to beat up that, was it Toribia? And they're,
Right,
and they're
Venezuela
like,
analog.
and they're like, we're not even the hostiles here. What are you doing? And that's when the Union decided to use that as a method to bring them back into the fold.
Right. So here, uh, our celestial being has specifically endorsed state-sponsored oppression in the light that someone got too uppity for them. Or intended to use them as the measure of their violence instead of doing anything themselves. So, it was interesting and fascinating that they did that, and I think it kind of ended off on a note of we gotta think a little bit more about what we're doing, which is what I kind of was expecting would happen. What's happening this time, though, I don't remember what the next time was about.
Neither do I, but I mean, that was the plot of what was going on
Mhm.
last time. So I don't suspect that we're gonna, veer too far off course.
Right. I suspect we're just building things up right now, and at some point we're going to go ahead and get like that crisis moment where everything like really kicks off, I think. But in that light, I do think this episode is probably going to involve a whole bunch of fighting.
You say that every time.
I say that every time because I really hope to see some more fighting because it is fun and I want to see more of it. Uh oh, I think also important thing, there is of course the new anti-Gundam team that is forming up, has different people on it, and they decide to sit out for the whole event.
Well, I think specifically the anti-Gundam team is part of a different faction. Let me
Mhm.
just look here. I need to double check. He is part of. Nope, never mind. That is the Union. Okay. So that
Right.
anti. Well, wait, was it? Graham
I
Maker
think
was
so.
part of it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, then that was the Union.
They're
Sorry.
driving the flags, and the flags are the U.S. Union one.
Well, no, it's just that you have the other faction, the one that's what's our Russia analog here? The Human
Um,
Reform League. The
yeah.
Human Reform League also has their own little thing going on about striking back. Most of the time that we've seen the celestial being Gundams or whatever come down and fight, they seem to be like mostly fighting the Human Reform League.
Yeah, they kind of bounce back around for that a little bit, I think. But ultimately, all of them are not enjoying the fact that this non-state actor group is coming in and ruining things for them. So we're going to see more of that conflict in the future. So I guess for right now, our main character has an apartment, and they're right next to the side characters. So certainly, they're going to engage with each other and get them wrapped up into more than they're meant to.
Well, two of them anyway.
100%. Yeah, two of them. That's kind of what I'm expecting off of that. Like that as like a trope for Gundam. The innocent civilians are going to get drawn into this. Just no disagreement there. I actually found something that we instantly agree on. I know. All right. I guess in the light of all that, let's go ahead and watch and just see what happens next.
How about no?
No, no. What are we doing then?
Mr. Segway doesn't ask me if I have anything to say this time.
Well, what do you have to say this time?
Well, we have comment response, Griff.
Oh boy, let's see
God,
some comments.
we need to put brakes on your Segway.
There are no breaks on the Segway. Please send help.
Trap Himawari wanted us to know that only Gundam Exia is in Gundam Evolution from the series.
Hmm.
The Moonlight Butterfly Gundam is from Turn A. So, the one that we see in this series that flies in the air and spreads its wings out,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the one in Gundam Evolution that we're thinking about. That's the Turn A Gundam.
Gotcha.
This
Gotcha.
one is one that just basically runs around and shoots. It's the Genji one.
Hmm. I guess ultimately Gundam sometimes just reuses some ideas. It's fine. It's whatever. Or at least has similar designs because everyone is excited about them.
And we have Angelo Picaro. I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
Hmm.
Listing out the Gundams for us. GN001 Gundam Exia is the main Gundam. It uses a sword that has an ability to cut through GN fields. We have GN002 Gundam Dynamis. It's the sniper Gundam.
Hmm.
The Haro maneuvers the gun. I think that meant to be hero. The hero maneuvers the Gundam while the pilot uses the sniper rifle. So I guess maybe there's two people in that Gundam. I don't know.
Could be tandem Gundam.
We
Sounds
have
fun.
GN003 Gundam Kyrios, the transforming Gundam. The pilot
Hmm.
slash Meister has a split personality. Seems
Oh
to
no.
have less to do with the Gundam there than it does the. And GN005 Gundam Virtue, the big boy Gundam. It was made to be a spaceship, space cruiser destroyer.
We haven't seen them have a whole bunch of space cruisers yet. Not very big
Nope,
stuff yet, have we?
not that
Yeah,
I'm
no.
aware
So,
of. We haven't
well,
gotten a
I'm.
lot of space stuff at all, other than every episode starting. Yeah, every time you try to talk. Other than every episode starting with the God, what was it called? The power generation thing in orbit around, connected to all the space elevators.
I know what you're talking about. Solar power stuff. Um.
They had a name.
Gosh, yeah, it does. I just don't remember
Let
it.
me check my
Space energy.
notes.
Time to pull up the notes.
Let's see. This is what the Union is. This is what the Advanced European Union is. It's a Human Reform League. Was hoping I had put it in the notes for at least one of these things. The solar energy pipeline. That's not the name of it. That's what it is.
Hmm.
All right. Well, whatever.
Yeah, fine enough. Right. Was that all the comments?
Sure. Let's go with that.
Okay. And you got anything else on your mind then?
What is the point, Griff, of asking me for more when I just gave you everything?
Give me more. I am insatiable.
So, Theta, that was everything you had, right? Yep. So, you have anything else to say, Theta?
One was for the comments and one was for you because I care about you.
No, you don't. I just interrupted you 5 times in a row. So, you
So
wanted me
speaking of
to.
interrupting, let's go ahead and watch this episode. Return to the
タリビアンユ
Union.
ニオン復帰にアメリカ大統領の緊急訪問、物資の援助とエネルギー供給増量の確約。やはり一連の事件はアメリカとタリビアによる画策。
No, actually, I think they were
こ
all
の事件でソレスタル
happenstance.
ビーイングは利用された。いいえ、違います。
One side made a play,
ソレスタルビーイングは戦
it
争終結と
failed,
いう意思を
and this is the
抱き
outcome.
タリビアを攻撃したまでのこと。たとえ世論から背を向けようとも。彼らを利用しようとする考えは改めた方がいいわね。
Right. Side plot last time was they were thinking of doing the exact same thing and just got a good reason why they
できうる
shouldn't.
限りの努力はします。アザディスタンを救うには太陽光エネルギ
Right,
ー
but
が
how
必
many
要な
drunk
の。
soccer hoodlums can I send into your country before they send a Gundam to respond?
Forgot about
こ
the
の役
soccer
目を引き受
hooligans.
けたの。
I'm just
決まってい
saying,
ます。
a measured
私にしか
response.
できないから。
Wait,
Oh
what?
gosh, there's like 5 layers of text to read.
That didn't make sense.
しっかり勉強してくるのよ。いくら小学
They said they called it
生
Heaven's Pillar, but their orbital elevator is called Tenshu. They're not following their own lore anymore. Here's what happens when I take notes.
Well, you see, it's the other elevator airport at the location, obviously.
安心してくださいお姉様。サジ君のことは私がしっかり面倒見ますから。
そうね。ルイスがいてくれたら安心かな。サジ、旅行気分になって。
Doubling down on it not making sense. Tenchu means divine retribution, not heaven spiller.
大丈夫ですよお姉様。サジ君にそんな。
Maybe it's just flexible.
そう。ぶっちゃけこの子はあんたに合わないと思うんだけど。
聞こえてますよお姉様。
Scarman.
了解です、中佐。
Yeah, our human
And our
reform
special
league.
agent.
Hero's got nothing better to do.
It's time to do crunches in my apartment.
Mobile Suits の性能実験。
Mission accepted. Boom!
スメラギさんからミッションプランが届いたよ。モビルスーツ性能実験の監視。状況によっては破壊もあり得るって。
気をつけろよ、ハレルヤ。タリビアの一件以来、俺たちは世界の嫌われ者だからな。
ご忠告感謝しますよ。
本日は天中交通公社 E603 便に
Do you love the long shot of the elevator, just how ridiculously huge it is?
Maybe the travel bureau's name is Heaven Spiller. It's the only way I'm going to be able to make this make sense. Episode 1, they called it Tenchu.
初期加速が終了しました。今から当トレインは緩やかな減速状態を開始し、
Please now relax for your 5-hour trip.
状態になります。シートベルトを外しの際には、
Yeah, some good old free fall.
No, they're heading up.
Immediately unbuckle.
They're literally heading up for free fall.
それは地球の化石燃料が枯渇し、人類が新たなエネルギー資源を確保するため、
This feels like green screen that I could do.
発電装置は全長約
Well, I mean, obviously the thing that's behind them being shown is not the same animation that's happening in front.
I think that was literally from the first episode.
In every episode since.
志願はしていません。私は徴兵計画のために生み出されたデザインベイビーです。
Oh, our version of new types, I guess. Hopefully they're better than just being smarter.
So that's why they designed her with silver hair then, huh? Or I guess lavender, maybe? Like a really light, kind of purplish?
宇宙環境下での長時間活動を可能にしています。また、
What color do you think that is?
感覚増幅処置により
Platinum blonde.
何かお気に召さないことでも。
機関は自分たちがやっている行為を何とも思わないのかね。
思いません。
I mean, not since we got done putting down all those dinosaurs that we cloned.
But the theme park Theta.
何か中佐。
いや。
太陽光エネルギーを蓄電させた衛星がマイクロウェーブ送信によって軌道エレベーターへ電力を供給。エレベーターを通して
That's not even a good way to do that. You could literally just microwave it straight from the moon down. Yeah, you're probably
You
looking
know,
at
that's
eating...
also not the best way to eat Pringles either.
I was just thinking that's what you were probably thinking I meant to. And as an energy transmission system, though, it's just more effective to coat the sun-facing side of the moon with, you know, reflector dishes, and then microwave transmit that back to a singular location on Earth. This is wasting a lot of materials. Oh, but apparently we're happy now, because the music tells me so.
Yo, this is happy fun time, and nothing bad will happen whatsoever.
Either a terrorist attack is about to happen, or I think we're not going to get a combat scene this episode.
It's entirely just going to be them on a fun vacation here and studying and stuff.
Boris Acid, remind you of anyone?
A little bit, yes. I'm thinking maybe a Chad, perhaps.
Slowly, Gundam 00 is going to become a mix of Iron-Blooded Orphans and Gundam Wing.
だってルイス。勝手にそんなとこ行っちゃ。
Can't pass up the good view of nothing but the Pacific Ocean.
In Australia. Which I guess
I
makes
guess it's
sense.
the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I
Well, no, I
wasn't-
can't tell. Because the perspective, that has to be New Zealand right there. So it is the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no island just off of Australia in that position. So they have to be looking at it from a different... You're on a cord. Now you're just being dramatic. See?
Yeah, there's a reason you go out in space with some amount of safety.
こちらです、中佐。
この機体か。
はい。長兵1号の反応速度に対応させた機体。MSJ062
So yeah, I'm going to say that Dorothy here is going to be my favorite character from here on out.
She's got some good setup going on here for sure.
I appreciate that my announcement of that made you physically ill for a moment.
I know what's gonna happen. She's gonna die.
Yeah. Well, probably
But I do
maybe
like
not.
the way they.
She's obviously getting the director's X treatment.
I do like the way they introduced it as like this is able to withstand her reaction speed. Like she's gonna break everything.
I mean, she possibly could. I mean, there's examples of like very early technology where a person could react faster than the machine could. Happens all the time in naval operations, right? A ship moving too fast, you can give it rudder directions that it's unable to accommodate.
Right. I would probably break every boat.
そうだね。
お嬢様、そろそろお時間です。
ええ、分かっていてよ。
70% off.
Different world perspectives, walking past each other like nothing's happening.
It's literally that meme.
Yes, oh gosh, it sure is.
And yet another anime where the girl pilots a pink Gundam or mecha.
It's so that we know she's a girl, obviously. Never mind that it's against the black void of space, and that's actually a very easy color to spot. And it's a testing object. Oh. What is that feeling? Are we literally getting a new type Flash here?
It's also slightly interesting that the Human Reform League's helmets remind me a lot of like the Empire's helmets.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They've made no mention of this possibility at all before, correct?
Correct.
And they're about to shoot the station.
I would say one of us is a lot more killable right now than the other one.
One of us is way more heavily armed and way more willing to kill civilians.
Well, I mean, yeah, one of us is piloting a weapon, the other's standing in a tourist terminal in space.
And so this is how your new favorite character was immediately court-martialed and exiled from the plot.
It seems like she's not firing actual weapons, because it's a test, so they didn't arm her with.
It's rumbling, but maybe some debris is hitting us.
Well, because a blank can kill you too. If you like put it on
Right. Oh, that was a lot of debris. Oh, that's... There you go. Now this is disaster. No, our perspective characters.
重力が誰だ奴は誰だ
おいあれ重力ブロックじゃねえか
Oh, we missed him. I was hoping at least he'd be in there.
ご愁傷様だなハレルヤ出しゃばるなよハレルヤ
So clearly this is our split personalities guy.
俺たちは死ぬのか
Oh, okay.
俺を殺せハレルヤ
ダメだダメだ
This is some tragic past he's having to deal with right now.
Yeah, but I don't get past the fact that he's essentially a prick.
Looked at people floating out into space after disaster going, ah, sucks for them.
Yeah, I mean, not like I have a super advanced mech.
232名の要救助者がいる模様です。救助隊は7分後に発進予定。護衛のための小隊にもスクランブルをかけました。ですが、爆発の衝撃と空気の流出で第7重力区画の速度が急激に落ちています。あと、
Ah, there we go. That was the question I needed.
なんだと救助行動に入る脅威の機体回収班を出させろ。
しかし、あれだけ
Right, but the rescue team's gonna get there in 7 minutes. Which means it's still 7 minutes between them. It falling into...
I'm sorry, I was just about to say, I think the control team is probably well aware the Gundam might not have enough Delta V to do anything here.
Well, no, I'm just saying specifically they said the rescue team be there in 7 minutes. It's gonna start falling into Earth, you know, falling out of orbit in 14 minutes. Meaning they still have time to pull it back.
They're still framing it as a desperate situation already, so it must take a lot more than that.
The music is framing it's a desperate situation. The text did not.
But hey, I like this. Our Human Reform League guy is not a total bastard.
He's also doing this wrong. Okay, look, the thing is floating down this way, right? Griff?
Yeah.
It's floating down this way, right? So, it's got forward momentum. He's actively pushing against to try and push it this way. You'd want to actively come up under it, using its forward momentum to repel it that way. Look, anybody who's ever played Kerbal can tell you this.
Yeah, I was about to say, this is some Kerbal physics flying by your pants stuff here.
But he's trying to... He's pushing against it, against its momentum. He should be using its momentum with it.
Just activate your turbojets, go plus ultra. Space be so merciless.
I mean, as I understand it, space is the place. No, as a commander just told me, A Gundam is a different series. I would assume any Gundam pilot in space would be able to understand that.
A lot of time just passed right there. They started at 14, immediately moved to 7, and now they're at 22 seconds.
I think they're different countdowns. The
Probably.
The guy who's pushing it originally, the Human Reform League guy, his timer started at 7. Irregardless of the 14, I mean.
You know, something tells me that HAB block was not designed to have like a rocket up against its side pushing it around.
We don't know how it was built. It could have been lifted up from a space elevator, it could have been built in orbit, it could have been launched.
Here's the list of people who are about to die.
エネルギーが尽きれば地球圏へ。
You'll be pulled into Earth's atmosphere. You won't be sucked. Earth isn't sucking you down.
Earth will slurp you up.
Human race would have survived had the Earth not so selfishly sucked in all those asteroids.
Oh, he's gonna try cutting the mass by, like, cutting off the left and right sides here.
Yeah, but then what are you gonna do when you get it back up? Can't connect it to anything anymore.
Alright, this is good. They have enough backup spacesuits for literally everyone in case of disaster.
Unrealistic.
Unrealistic, but good.
このブロックは間もなく限界離脱領域に入る。ここまでだ。離れろ。
できないね。ソレスタルビーイングに失敗は許されない。
That's gonna be really difficult to deal with once you do meet failure.
ガンダムマイスターは一人じゃない。
I mean, he's got the benefit of the fact that his Gundam also turns into a jet. But you know, can fly in an atmosphere.
Firing the sniper all the way from the ground at it. Alright, that is some crazy shots. Love it.
発射方向の軸線上に雲がかかっておる。切り裂け、セツナ。
It's okay, everyone. My iPhone is counting down for me.
That was unnecessary. I'm assuming he's not, you know, aiming visually. If he is, stupid.
Nice support だ、スメラギさん。
Nice support.
Also, if I was gonna try and take out Celestial Being, this stat informs me on how to do it. Literally, you've just pulled out 3 out of the 5 Gundams. For this, now you know where they're at.
Yeah, that's information in everyone's pocket right there.
Pull a Xeon. Drop something large and heavy on him.
Space jet, go.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it is the first good thing that they've done.
Yeah. Again, that character is not an asshole. Good characterization. He's being very consistent. He cares about everyone around him, and he focuses on saving people before starting a fight for fun. Good character. So he's at my top favorites.
It's not about fun. He's been at every assault point in the Human Inform League that the Gundams here have fought. So he's actually witnessed all of his own people get killed, so...
Yeah, that might change your mood too.
ロックオンストラトスに指示を出したのはあなただ。
私はアレルやハプティズムを助けたわけじゃない。ガンダムを守ったのよ。
適正にかけるものをガンダムに乗せるべきじゃない。
This guy is making a very good point.
Now I appreciate that that's been said now about 2 Gundam pilots.
Everyone looks at themselves and go, what are we doing? We shouldn't have access to this power.
Now the support team in Celestial Being has said about 2 of their own pilots, they should not be pilots.
Now that we're surrounded by other people who are trying to escape after a very desperate event, how are you feeling?
If it's a vacuum, they wouldn't hear it. It's that thing where you have to put 2 surfaces together so the vibration of you talking in your helmet reverberates into theirs and carries it. It'd be very muffled, but they could hear it. Which assumes that the transportation container that they're in is a vacuum. Which I would assume it might be, considering that they're all still in their spacesuits. Otherwise, people would have started taking their helmets off.
Right. They still ought to keep it until they go somewhere where they know is safe, even just as a safety measure. But this is fun.
It was definitely a thing.
Let's see. What else is there to think about here real quick?
Well, probably should at least get to the next time thing.
Probably. I'm just sorting through my emotions on all of this. It was definitely not what I was expecting.
No, you wanted a combat episode.
Yeah.
And we had the opposite of that.
We got a rescue episode, which is something I haven't seen a whole lot in Gundam sometimes. You know?
Something you haven't seen a whole lot of in Gundam sometimes. I'm not sure I know how to parse that, Griff.
I'll tell you what I know.
ソレスタルビーイングに沈黙は許されない。新装備を携えたガンダムがその存在を世界に明示する。次回セブンソード。もう戻れない。
All right, now that's a fight.
I have to wonder if that's a Gundam on Celestial Being's side or on Earth's side.
Almost certainly on an Earth team side.
Why do you say that?
Because it's supposed to be what's driving the conflict. Everyone goes, hey, look, we got a new fancy Gundam, and we're going to oppose you with it.
I don't know, because we've already seen the most advanced in the the Union, and that thing got torn apart. So, I would assume that all three nations' technologies are basically going to be on the same level.
So you think this is like another faction, another side, or like someone completely independent just showing off?
I have no idea. It could just be another reveal of a Gundam or Celestial Being that we haven't seen before. That's why I threw it out there without giving my own weight to it.
There we go. So what about the rest of the episode? How do you feel after all that?
Well, that one Gundam pilot that saved the day is still a prick. Just because his other personality decided to goad him in to rescue them, it is still kind of his fault that Dorothy there went off kilter. Because she was just in pain. And what did she do in reaction to that? She just zoomed off in random directions. He literally said, I'll kill you. And that's what made her go into attack mode. It was him causing it.
So does that mean our split personality Gundam pilot also has like all this weird designer stuff happening to them, like our new favorite girl?
I have no clue. She's the first one. She's not like, here's our model of super soldiers. She is the first super soldier. So, I mean, I know that doesn't preclude like experimentation. And we see, oh, they're the bad guys because they did this to this person. But at the moment, no clue.
Right. I'm definitely anticipating it is kind of my feel for it. I'm waiting for the reveal that all the Gundam pilots probably have had some kind of experimentation done on them.
I can't wait till next episode. My favorite character dies.
There we go. Yeah, they're the wharf. They're going to get thrown at the Seven Swords. They're going to immediately explode. Everyone's going to go like, they mean serious business.
Just the way of things. I pick a favorite character. It's just the death knell to that character.
Is there any other particular comment you want to make on the episode?
Nothing comes to mind at the moment.
Fair enough. In that case, let's just go ahead and wrap it up. This has been Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll go ahead and catch you next time. See ya, everyone. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?